As we look into what we hope will be a nice weekend for everybody around the country, Angie Lassman's keeping eyes on that.
Hello, good morning, guys. For some, we'll see some nice conditions. For others, it's the rain. And no surprise that much of that rain is centered across parts of the Gulf Coast that have just been dealing with days and days of some really heavy rainfall as a front sticks around. That's going to be the case today. You can see the flood watches are still up, but we've also got some rain across parts of the Northeast, the interior Northeast, as well as down through the Carolinas. The front that we're watching, it has been stationary for days and days, and that doesn't really change through the day today for the Gulf Coast. So parts of the Southeast, parts of the Gulf Coast will see some additional rain. You've already had ample amounts of rain over the past couple of days, but there's a cold front that's going to work into the Northeast. That leaves us with some rain chances through the rest of the day today. Let's look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood.
I don't know what we're going to do without Angie to get a check on the weather here.
Don't worry, I'm here to stay. You guys are stuck with me. And we've got just heat to talk about. I know we're rolling into fall and kind of feeling like it in other spots across the country, but not out west. We've got 30 million people still under these heat alerts. An impressive heat, to say the least. Triple digits expected once again for Las Vegas today. 105 is your high. LA hits 102 degrees. We've got Phoenix at 107. It's been a stretch of 100 plus temperatures for our friends out there, and it doesn't change even into the beginning and middle of next week. Let's look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood. Can't see her on camera.
My daughter took it as a middle name, but Ange, let's admit, my daughter's middle name is Emma Pink. How cute is that for a kid?
That's the coolest name I've ever heard. She needs to go by that permanently. I'm never calling Peter Alexander ever again.
In my final broadcast,
I'm changing your name in my phone as we speak. Guys, we've got a couple of things, just a few to talk about across the tropics. It's a really busy time of the year normally, but it's been quite quiet. But we do have a few areas to watch. This one, a slow development, maybe talking about a tropical depression by the time we get into the middle of next week, perhaps. And then this other one is kind of this area of disturbed weather in the Bay of Campeche, and that likely will develop into a low, but we could see a tropical depression form next week. The thing that we'll have to watch for that is that it will likely bring some rain to parts of the Gulf Coast, the Texas coast specifically, especially as we get into the middle of next week. That'll be something to watch, considering we've had just days and days of some really kind of ample rain across that region, a little rain for the Northeast too, and otherwise nice conditions for the rest of the country. Let's look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood.